right, we're going to look at using your calculator a little bit to do some logarithm problems. So first, I just want to give you a kind of introduction with where you can find buttons that's going to help you with logarithms. So on the left-hand side of your calculator down through here, if you have a TI-83 or 84 Plus edition, you should have these buttons here. All right, so if you see this says LOG, log, that's your log button, and at the top it says 10 to the X power. So this log button is only your common logarithm, which is base 10. So for example, like number 13, you can't use that button for a log base 7, but you can use it doing change of base, which we will look at too. LN is another version of logarithm. It's natural logarithm and it has base E. You can see it above it. It says e to the X power. But there is a third button on your calculator that you can use for a different base. So if you have an updated version, a TI-84, and it's been updated to a new version, if you click on Math and then you arrow down till you see log base and then hit enter, and it lets you enter a different base. So again, the one here on the left, this can only work for base 10. But if you go to Math and scroll down to your log base button, you will find one where you can enter a base. So if you have like number 13, you can enter in a 7, and then I can put in 49. And we looked at how to do this without your calculator earlier. So without your calculator, it's going to be 7 to some power x equals 49. And we said that 7 squared equals 49. So x equals 2. So when I hit enter on my calculator, that's what I should get. I should get 2. So when I enter log base 7 of 49, I get 2. But that 2, again, it comes from the fact that 7 squared equals 49. All right, now this one doesn't have a base. And again, we talked about before, if it doesn't have a base, it's base 10. So in that case, you can use this button here on the left-hand side. And you click log, you can see the base doesn't show up. Again, that's assumed to be base 10. And LN, again, we'll talk about that later on. That's base E. That's your natural logarithm, and that's another version of a logarithm too, and it always has base E. That's why you use LN for natural logarithm, but we'll talk more about that a little bit later. So log of 100. Whoops, sorry about that. Let's see, I need to go back. I need to delete one. Well, log of 100 and hit enter, and that's going to be 2. So again, if we look at that here, we've got 10 to some power. 10 to some power equals 100, and 10 squared, or 10 to the second power, would equal 100. So that's why the answer there is 2. Now, if you wanted to check your change of base formula, we can use your calculator to do that as well. So again, scrolling back, or scrolling down here, we use the change of base formula in one of the last sections, and to do that you can use the base 10 because you're changing both of these to base 10. So if you remember the formula here, it would be log of 64 over log of 16 for number 21. That's changing these to base 10. So this would be base 10 and this would be base 10, and then you can type it in your calculator. So if you do change of base, we can do log of 64 divided by log of 16, and that equals 1.5. Now if you go up here to Math And we scroll up or down till we get to the log base button. And you type in 16. Log base 16 of 64 and hit enter, you're going to get the same answer. So again, if you have the newest version of this calculator, you can type in the base, any base, and it will work if you just go to math and find your log base button. Otherwise, you can use the change of base formula and just do log of 64 over log of 16. Or for 23, you would do log of 54 divided by log of 2, and that's going to give you your answer. So that's called change of base formula. And on the EOC, you do actually have to know that formula. So even if you have a calculator that will calculate that for you, just kind of be aware of that. All right, I'm going to look at one more thing while I'm showing you the calculator. So on another assignment, we looked at how to solve logarithmic equations, and I was using my calculator to check, but I didn't have the calculator pulled up for you to see it, so I wanted to go ahead and pull that up. If you look back in your notes, you will see that for number 11, we got x equals 68. All right, so all I'm going to do is show you how to take the answer that we got and plug it in and check it. I can mentally check some of these, but also it's nice just to plug it in and check it. So to do that, I'm going to take my answer for x and just substitute it in for x. So since this has base 2, that means I have to use my log base button. So I'm going to go math. I'm going to arrow up because it's a little quicker. It's a few less steps. And then I'm going to do base 2. And then I'm going to arrow over and I'm going to do x is 68. So I'm going to do 68 minus 4. Now, if, here I did it again. Let's see. Okay, there we go. All right, so if you have log base 2 of 64 or 68 minus 4, if this equation checks, if this is a true solution, when I hit enter, the left side should equal the right side. Well, the right side is just a number, 6. And so we need the left side, which is this right here. If this equals 6, then this is a true solution. So this is a quick, easy way to check this. So I can say that, okay, this checks out and that works. So anyways, just a little bit about using your calculator. Hopefully this is helpful. If you have any questions, let me know.